we have Mr. Surendra Patel from Gujarat, Ministry of Treasury. We have Mr. Phil Orenstein, President of the Queen's Village Republican Club. Mr. Joe Concannon, Vice President of the Queen's Village Republican Club. We have Mr. Mark McMillan, the District Manager of Queen's Community Board 13. We also have with us Reverend Father Paulo Zadai from the Council of Churches. We are thankful to Just Punjabi TV, Mr. Vijay Kumar and Mr. Deepak Dhiman from Just Punjabi. We are also thankful to Shaji George from Solid Action Studio. He represents so many channels from South India. And now, without any further ado, I would now request Manjari Parikh. She is the Miss Teen Bollywood USA. Give her a big hand, please. She'll be doing the honors. She'll be singing the US national anthem. So please, everyone rise.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
brave. This will be followed by a national anthem of India. Everyone is requested to join her, please.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभाशिष मांगे गाए तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय हिंद भारत माता की जय.
Please take your seats. We have We are very fortunate and blessed to have many dignitaries. I also have the president of the Jain Center of America, Kalpana Gandhi. And as and when I see them, I'll recognize them. I'll now request my chairman, Mr. Singh, please come. Mr. Kapadia, president, please. And Mr. V.M. Chacko. A brief synopsis of Floral Park Belrose Indian Merchants Association. We were formed in 2015 in the month of June. It's been almost 2 years, and we organized the first India Day Parade last year, which was a great success. We had almost 3,000 people in 110-degree temperature, which is amazing. This year, we are expecting more than 5,000 people, maybe 10,000, who knows? So we are praying to Mother Nature to bless us on that particular day. So, this is going to be a great event. Now, Floral Park Belrose Indian Merchants Association is an umbrella organization. It's encompassing all the businesses from Floral Park and Belrose, Hillside Avenue, Union Turnpike. We are about 100 plus merchants strong right now, and we are growing by the day. So, I'm so glad to see so much wonderful attendance, and it's going to be a great event. So I request every one of you to join us on the parade day and join our organization. Now, without any further ado, let me invite my president, Mr. Subhash Kapadia, to say a few words, please.
Honorable, good evening, honorable dignitaries, dignified guests, respected member, friends, ladies and gentlemen. We are very proud to invite you all for the kickoff, the parade on Hillside Avenue. June 3rd, 1947, Lord Louis Mountbatten announced as a partition of India as a Union of India, an Islamic Pakistan, and India achieved her freedom on August 1947. August 47 brought us back our dignity as a nation after more than 1,000 years of slavery. And freedom fighters and custodian and preserver of our freedom. It is a day to remember our brave and fearless soldier of freedom. It is a day to rejoice in our achievement and introspect the cause of our failures. It is a day to rededicate our shares to glory of Mother India. We all are proud of motherland of India. One of the American authors, Mark Twain, said, India is in a many cradle of human races. The birthplace of human speech, the mother of history, the grandmother of legend and the great-grandmother of tradition. Our most valuable and most instructive materials in the history of man are treasured up in India only. Now, I'm proud to introduce our committee. Our chairman, Mr. Kripal Singh. The board of directors, Ashok Jain, V.M. Chacko, and Arun Chandra. The executive committee, the president myself, the vice president Casey, the secretary Hemant Shah, Joint Secretary Matthew Thomas, Treasurer none other than Kirit Panchamiya, Executive Committee Member Raj Gandhi, Dr. Ramesh Thakkar, Sanjoy Augustine, George C. Parambil, and the new one we have was done an excellent job, Casey Joseph Jensen. Yes. I'm really thanking our committee, volunteers, MC, the merchant, medias, for a great success of our first parade last year. I am expecting for coming our second parade on August 12th. I am expecting the same thing again from you guys also. For Bollywood celebrating, we are in consideration and yet not decided, but something will definitely finalize pretty soon. Our chairman, person of fundraising, Mr. Pakaji Patel, making sure that he said that this year parade will be much better and he will try to collect funds required and we all have to support him and join him. Thank you very much. I appreciate everybody.
MCs, Ujwala Shah and Mr. Thomas Uman, and missing is Sherry Datta. She couldn't make it today. I would now request our chairman, Mr. Kripal Singh, to say a few words, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, gives me great pleasure and I'm honored to see that we have such a big crowd here today, and especially the new members who have joined us now, and I'd like to welcome them. Today's event is a kickoff event, like our president, Mr. Subhash Kapadia, said, and the purpose is that we are trying to do better than what we did last year. We have a small presentation here for you people to see what we did in the parade last year. And this year we would like to make it a little better. So I would request everybody, whoever can, is to contribute in whatever way, in funds or manually, whichever way you think you can be a part of this occasion of independence. And I would especially like to thank the members of the NYPD who made it today, despite being a very difficult schedule for them. So with those words, I like every person is, whoever is important. So everybody's welcome to be part of this celebration. Thank you very much. With those words, we start the presentation now.
Paulo Zadai, just a quick presentation of request to all the Council of Churches, please.
Good evening, everybody. I'm very glad to attend this meeting. Last year, I was present in the parade. We always don't forget our footpath from the back, where we come. That we are remembering in the parade. We came from India in this country, but we always remember our mother country. Thank you very much for inviting this meeting. And our 10 churches, we have got 10 churches surrounding here, and we will full support this Indian parade. Thank you once again.
We'd like to recognize our fundraising chairman, Mr. Harshad Patel. Welcome, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much for giving this opportunity to me. And this is our community event. So I hardly appeal all people or merchant association, all members, people or whatever business people, please support this event from heart. Thank you.
We missed one name, Mr. Joseph Thomas, one of our committee members. Thank you so much. Yeah. Now, without any further ado, I would now request the presentation of the last year. Thank you. This was the parade. So give him a big hand, please. And this year we are going to make it much more bigger, much more exciting. So please join us. I'd like to give a shout out to host Jose Jacob. He is the Nassau County Director of Community Affairs. Welcome, Jose. Thank you. And I would now request, we have a renowned singer, Sujit Mulail. Unfortunately, he had an accident yesterday, so he came a little late. So I would request Sujit to come and sing a few songs. He's a great voice of Kumar Shanu, Kishore Kumar, and Yesudas. Sujit Mulail.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening, everybody. My name is Koshi. Hope you all know me. Those who don't know me, please know me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What an auspicious evening, right? What a great cause. We are trying to do a role model to at least to the local community, saying that we are the role models for non-violence. We are the kids of forefathers from India who taught us non-violence. That's the whole reason why the concept came up for the Independence Day celebration in our area. We are following that non-violence similar to the US or American independence also. American independence, they also did it the same way like non-violence. All they did was they did not pay the taxes. They stopped paying the taxes. So we are doing it with great cause, so that we are trying to popularize our community in the neighborhood, so they will know us, and we can avoid a lot of misunderstanding which happened in the years back. If you all know, in Richmond Hill and so many other places, some other states also, they had problem. So the whole idea is to create awareness. It's part of celebration, but what we are doing is an awareness to the community, what we are, who we are. Okay, so we all have assembled here for that great cause. And once again, we welcome you all to this auspicious evening. Now, I know Mr. Shah tried to introduce most of our friends who are present here and also who conveyed their best wishes. Momentum, I'm going to request each and every one of you, if any one of you are here from any associations, if you are office bearers of associations, please raise your hand, and I want to let the group know. Please stand up, your association one. Stand up, please.
My name is Indu Gajwani, and I'm associated with Aldesh, Association of Indians in America, and the Hanuman Temple on the hillside Avenue.
Thank you. Next association, please. Next association. Next association, please. Thanks for coming. Next. Let's go from here. Yeah.
हम लोग हमारा साउथ एशियन वुमेन्स एक्टिविटी है अभी, तो ये सब हमारे ग्रुप के, ये सब जितने भी है। थैंक यू। इंडियन लेडीज एसोसिएशन ऑफ लॉन्ग आइलैंड। इंडियन एसोसिएशन ऑफ लॉन्ग आइलैंड।
Yes, IALI from Long Island. Yes, please. Thank you so much. Please, go ahead. Thank you. We're going back. Thank you. Kerala Cultural Association, yes.
I'm Mukund Mehta, President, Indo-American Senior Citizens Center.
Indo-American Senior Citizens. Yes, please. Please, catch up from the back. From the back, please. Anybody else there? Anybody else there? Okay. Sir. I would request you to come here, please.
Come.
Please come here.
Community Board 13, I think he's the president. Please come.
Anybody else? After this, yeah.
A very good evening, everybody. Let me introduce myself. Mark is here. Mark introduced himself. Mark, where are you? Is Mark McMillan still here? Okay, he might be in the men's room. Okay. Mark McMillan is my district manager. I have just been elected chairman of Community Board 13. I want to bring you my personal friendship and greetings from Community Board 13. And I say my personal friendship, and I mean that seriously. We are immigrants here. Mark is a little bit more fortunate than us. He was born here. And as an immigrant, I understand and can reflect what cultural separation means and isolation. I wrote a book on the subject. When we are taken from where we were originally from and placed somewhere else, it takes a period of adjustment, serious adjustment. And we have to make that adjustment. To do that and keep your sanity is not always easy. You have managed not just keeping your sanity, but you have built institutions in these communities. You are going to meet resistance. But the fact is, I heard gentlemen mention, I read Gandhi voraciously when I was a young man. And the whole concept of peacefulness, of surrendering to violence, is a concept that we must continue to practice. And this is so well articulated by many of the African Americans who suffered through the years in this country and through the non-violence. They were able, through Dr. Martin Luther King, to become recognized for their resilience and their strength. I encourage you to continue to build your cultural institutions, continue to expand your wealth and your impact on this community. Let nobody stop you. And I wish you and your organizations all the very best. And I think many of our organizations can take a page out of your book. You are and have been building incredible organizations, and business is the real foundation of what anything is going to be. If you don't build your businesses, you will not be able to ascend the heights of this society. I wish you well. I thank you for the opportunity to say a few words. Thank you very much.
It's been my honor to serve as the district manager for the last almost 2 years now. And I've had an opportunity to meet many people. As I was speaking to, we have about 3 or 4 board members who are of Indian origin. And I was speaking to one of them to just say we need to have more communication, more inroads. I'm very much aware of the struggles that you've had with the community here. I believe that we work for everyone, and we work for everyone in peace. What my job is to make sure that if there are any problems in the community, we come to the table and we talk about them. And we try to figure out how everybody can understand each other and get along. And as my chair just said, it's not always easy. I'm a Yankee, so you know I understand. But at the same time, I do appreciate, because I'm around so many different people from so many different places. I always have been, and I appreciate difference. I appreciate diversity, and I appreciate the fact that you were able to actually come here. I don't know how many Americans could leave America, go to another country, and make their way. Not saying we couldn't do it, but it's not very easy. We kind of take our country for granted. So I do appreciate what you do here, the way that you bring your culture here, the way that you develop your housing in your communities, the way you keep your culture. And I'm just here to say to you that I'm here to assist you in any way that I can to keep your lives and your community solid. Thank you.
Can I invite NYPD Officers Association President, please? NYPD. Yeah. They're going to say for maybe 30 seconds or 1 minute.
There are two community board members that are here. Where are they? Anthony and Matthew.
There are two community board members from our community. Give a big hand to
Anthony and Matthew. And I really want to thank these two gentlemen for their friendship. Thank you very much.
We are fortunate to have NYPD Desi Society with us.
Good evening, everybody. We're with the New York City Police Department, and we're representing the NYPD Desi Society. We have Detective B.B. Khan over here, Neil Narayan, Police Officer Ankur Joshi, Sergeant Thomas Anthony, and Traffic Supervisor Muhammad Akram. We look forward to marching as a whole group within the parade coming up next month, August. And we look forward to supporting each other.
Anybody else to be introduced?
Thank you.
Anybody want to come forward? I also want to recognize the South Indian business magnate, Mr. Cherian is here. He has been a sponsor and supporter in the past, so we want to recognize him. And especially we have nurses associations here. Also, we have a pastor, Mr. John Thomas from United Pentecostal Church. Thank you so much. And now we are moving forward.
Vaishnava Temple of New York.
Vaishnava Temple of New York.
And their Senior Citizen Center.
And the Senior Citizen Center representation is here. So thank you so much for coming out. We're going to do this in a joint effort. You all are part of this effort, okay? Don't think that we are doing it, they are doing it. We all are doing it together. We need 500 volunteers. Make sure you bring your friends, relatives, associations, everybody. Plus, we need sponsors, we need advertisement, we need people to represent for floats. We need a lot of things to be done. Now, again, let me insist, this is for a general cause, for the better identity of our own community. The money is not wasted. This money is invested into the community. Now I would request Mr. President, Mr. Subhash Kapadia, to name out the representatives and the sponsors from his side.
Thank you, Hoshi. We have our chairperson, Mr. Pakaji. Mr. Pakaji. Then is the main person who raised the money for our sponsorship for the Bollywood, Mr. Pakaji. Then between $500 to $1,000, we have a different name. Rajbog, Peter Veda, Patel Brothers, Kamlesh Parekh, Vijay Shah. This name, everybody just came right now. Raj Gandhi, Shivdas, Irubai Patel, Manish Sevani, architect, Indian Gems, Maya, Kirit Shah. And one of the best news is the Minesh Patel of Gujarati Samaj of New York. He called me today. He's going to get at least one float. And he's proud to join us. Here we have Bharti Desai from Gujarati Samaj. She's the program manager. And she does the excellent job. Another float is under consideration with the Niranjan Patel, I'm sorry. Another name, Dr. Nilesh Soni, Mr. Bharat Shah, they're all the sponsor with us today. I really appreciate each and everyone. We have more there, and he's going to continue.
Thank you, Mr. President. Now, let me recognize a couple more people. Mr. Kalathil Varghese is here. He's actually the ex-Human Rights Commissioner from Nassau County. We recognize you, sir. Thanks for your presence. Also, we have the Vice President of FOMA, Ms. Lali Kalapurikal. And thanks for coming, ma'am. Thank you so much. You want to say a few words for 30 seconds? 30 seconds? You want to say a few words for 30 seconds?
Good evening, everybody. Invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great privilege to be here, especially for the India Day parade. I wanted to comment and congratulate the executive committee for forming this in Belrose Floral Park area. I am part of this organization. I'm helping. I do everything what I can. As you all know that, I've been involved in politics also, but in Nassau County, I'm the vice chair of the Democratic Party, and I've been working with the party for a long time, and also, Indian National Congress, the chairman of the, whatever in my capacity, India Day Parade is for us, for our community, irrespective of the caste, creed. We work together, we promote this Independence Day for the whatever the best we can do and make it, fulfill our desire for this, our second generation. I congratulate again. I thank you for this opportunity. I give my promise that I will support everything what I can.
I also want to recognize Ms. Beena Sabhabadi. She is the new president of IALI. We really want to recognize, and she is supporting us. May I request her to say a few words for 30 seconds, please?
Good evening. It's my honor and pleasure to be here as a president of India Association of Long Island with more than 2,200 members. I really commend all your effort to have this parade here. It is a lot of work and lot of commitment from everyone sitting in this room. So please make sure you're going to be with them. And I'm sure I will bring all our members to your parade. It is our parade, not only yours. Definitely, that's my promise. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, I'm going to go for a random way to raise some funds for this common cause, which is a great cause. So, if any of you want to volunteer from $150 and above, we want to recognize you right here. So, if anybody want to raise up your hands, and if you want to voluntarily, offer any funds, maybe you can, collect from other associations or business people, entrepreneurs, anybody you think you can raise. Please raise your hands and let me know. We want to recognize you. Anybody? You want to raise some money? Okay.
How much money you want?
Okay, here it is.
How much money you want?
We need $10,000.
You got it. You got it.
Okay.
It is a joke. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dr. Jacob Thomas from ex-president of Kerala Samajam. And we put the first time in the history of Belrose, we put up a spectacular show, which was a wonderful, attended by more than 3,000 people. This year, we are going to have more than, I heard the president and chairman was talking about 5,000 people. We will, when you aim high, then you will get 10,000 people we expect. We will have a spectacular, again a show. Thank you very much.
How much is your offer? I need to know your offer.
I will give you in check.
Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I belong to Kerala Cultural Association of New York. And congratulations for the last year parade, and we are making arrangements for the coming up parade. And I have to tell you one thing. The whole community, the Indian community, had a problem. We are not coming to the mainstream of the American life. A lot of people not using their privileges like voting power. They are not using it. So we have to identify ourselves. We are a strength and we are a power. And I'm not taking more time. Again, congratulations and good luck for the next parade. Thank you.
Any offer from your... He's going to let us know. Okay. You want to say some, comment something?
$500 Mukund Mehta.
Please come, please come, please come, please come, please come. She was a Teen USA, New York, New York, so many things. Go ahead.
I'm Mukund Mehta. I'm a president of Indo-American Senior Citizen Center. I would like to contribute $500, and we have more than 1,000 members as seniors. So any senior who wants to join our association, please come forward, because we have lots of activities which are of interest to seniors. And I wish all the luck and all the contribution to this organization. And I congratulate the officers who have initiated this project, and it will be a grand success. Thank you so much.
I would also like to recognize two Bollywood coordinators, Mr. Bharat Goradia and Suhag Mehta. Give them a big hand, please. And
anybody else to be mentioned? Anybody want to volunteer? This is your last chance. You will not get this chance later on. If anybody want to come in? Okay. We also want to recognize Joseph V. Thomas, our joint treasurer. I think we missed him during the introduction. Now, again, we want to thank you all for the unity you are showing, your strength, everything. We welcome you. Thomas T. Women want to say a few words. Thank you so much.
My dear friends, Koshi, Rubalji, Subhaji and all my friends here. Last year, our parade was a great success because of the participation of all the Indian community in the tri-state area, particularly in Queens. This year is going to be even a better and most participated parade. I can see the enthusiasm among our members, our community right here. The only thing I want to bring to your attention at this time is, despite the heat, the weather elements we had last year, most of us stayed from the beginning, like 9 o'clock in the morning till 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening. I want that enthusiasm this time also. And I also want all the members of the South Indian community to participate in this thing actively. Thank you. God bless you all.
Thank you all. Now let's invite Mr. Sujit Molail.
मेरे हम सुनी रहा है तेरा गजरा। आजा मेरी रातों में लहक रहा है तेरा गजरा। ओ आजा मेरी सांसों में महक रहा है तेरा गजरा। ओ आजा मेरी रातों में लहक रहा है तेरा गजरा। ओ हंसनी मेरे हंसनी कहाँ उड़ चली मेरे अरमानों से पंख लगा के कहाँ उड़ चली। देर से लहरों में कमल संभाले हुए मन था।